What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 178 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. My name is Blaze, and on today's episode, I'll be talking about the card that's on your screen, Drampa GX from the new Guardians Rising expansion pack, probably. It's not been announced that this card will actually be in the expansion pack just yet, but it most likely will be because it's part of the Sun and Moon pack from Japan. But this card didn't make it into our first Sun and Moon expansion, so I'm guessing it's probably going to be in that expansion. Also going to take on two opponents with my deck of the month, the Poison deck, and I'll be taking on or opening rather, a pack of Sun and Moon booster cards. So, I do want to thank you for tuning in today, but let's get right into the card before I start talking my head off here. Um, so this card is Drampa GX. It's got 180 HP. It is a normal or colorless type Pokemon, so you're never going to really hit for weakness unless you have a Pokemon on your bench that also changes the type of another Pokemon. Um, it has a weakness to fighting, and it's got a 3 retreat cost, no resistance. The artwork actually looks really cool. I'm very impressed by the artwork. I think it looks awesome, and it's basically a pretty righteous dragon. So, um, speaking of righteous, its first attack is called Righteous Edge. 20 damage. Discard a special energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So, not a bad attack. 20 damage will discard a special energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. However, you cannot guarantee that your opponent will even use special energy. Um, but if they do happen to use special energy, you can discard it with the Righteous Edge. Kind of like a Raticate's Crunch attack will also discard special energy. Or energy card in general. This one just does special. So any double colorless, strong energy, fairy energy, or wonder energy, I should say, burning energy, things like that, you can discard. Not a bad attack. 20 damage, kind of low, but you get that special bonus of discarding cards. The second attack is called Berserk. It does 80 plus damage. If one of your benched Pokemon has any damage counters on it, this attack does 70 more damage. So that's 150 damage, by the way. I'm sure you knew that, but it's 150 damage. If you happen to have the Choice Band, which I'll talk about in a different episode, but if you have the Choice Band attached, it's going to deal an extra 30 damage to any EX Pokemon. Although I think it might only be Megas. I'll cover it in a later episode, but it is possible to do 180 damage, which would knock out an EX Pokemon. Also, don't forget the importance of cards like Fighting Fury Belt, which will give you 40 extra HP and deal 10 extra damage. 160 would be the total there. So you've got some options as far as how to make Berserk do some more damage or how to make Berserk a little bit more usable. There's a Stadium card. I think it's Team Magma's base. I think that's the one. Or Team Flare's base, something like that, where you can have this card. Sorry, you can have the Stadium card out, and every time you play a Pokemon from your hand to the bench, it gets 20 damage counters on it automatically. So if you need a quick way to go ahead and make it so this attack does the extra damage, then you have the option to make that happen with that Stadium card. So there's a couple of different options there, and I think that this attack's really good, so long as you can either manipulate energy or damage counters or have that Stadium card out. Another great card to go along with this would be, I think it's not Drifblim, because Drifblim will let you put damage counters on other Pokemon, but I think it's like, I want to say it's like Gengar or something, where you can move energy or not energy, you can move damage counters from your active Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. So if Drampa happens to have any damage counters on it already, you can use that ability or that attack to move them and deal the 150 damage that's required. I can't remember what card that is. I'm probably going to come across it a little bit later on in the episode. If I don't, though, feel free to post it in the comments. I know there is a Psychic type Pokemon that does that. And it might be with an ability too, but I'm having trouble thinking about it right now. So I apologize for that. There's so many cards in this game. It's hard for me to figure it out. Hard for me to remember some of that stuff. So, but that's basically the Berserk attack. It's a pretty decent attack. I mean, up to 150 damage. You're likely going to do 160, possibly even 180. So definitely keep that card in mind. or keep that attack in mind, or keep that attack very prominently in your minds. The next attack is called Giant Swing GX. Remember, you can only use one GX attack per game, regardless of which Pokemon uses it, but you can only use one GX attack. And this attack allows you to shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 10 cards. So this can really come in handy if you're in a situation where, and a strategy that's come up in my mind recently I never thought about until someone brought it to my attention, is that you can use cards to pull cards out of your deck that you don't necessarily need right now. So if you need to have energy cards in your discard pile, those energy cards aren't doing any good in that deck. So if you can pull them out and discard them somehow, it's going to help you get to the cards that you need inside your deck. Once you have all of the, I don't want to call them trash cards, but once you have all the trash cards out of your deck, you can use this attack and get 10 like stellar cards to just be able to start doing all of your damage and attacks pretty much right away. I think it's a very interesting attack or card to try and get you set up for success, and I think that there's a lot of very useful situations to use this attack, Giant Swing GX. But it's not my favorite GX attack, but it's definitely not my least favorite. I like this attack a lot, actually. It's probably my top 3 of the cards I've talked about so far for the Guardians Rising expansion. Definitely a great attack. I think this card's actually a really good card, and it would work very, very well in a in the deck with Gyarados, where I think Gyarados has the attack that does damage based on how many damage counters are on the Magikarp that are on your bench. This card could work and could just kind of fill a spot in that deck if you happen to have a Pokemon that just isn't quite working out and you want to put something else in. This card could help fill that spot. But I think it's a very good card and definitely worth your time and energy. So hopefully you'll pick it up in Guardians Rising. It comes out in May, so definitely keep that in mind. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be pretty awesome. Once May rolls around, we're going to have a new expansion, and I'm super stoked for that. As far as the Choice Band, just some real quick information. Choice Band, it's a tool card and does 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon GX and Pokemon EX. So 30 extra damage to any Pokemon EX or GX. Not bad, not bad. So you could, with that tool card attached, you could kill another Drampa GX pretty easily. So anyway, let's move on to what some of you have come to this video for, the matches. So hopefully you've been watching my channel, you've been keeping up on what's going on with me and what's going on with my deck. And this deck is actually not bad. It's called Papa Poison, and it's been doing okay. And it's very refreshing to me to be able to do okay, because I spent last month fighting a losing battle, I think, with a deck that wasn't bad, but wasn't very well constructed, and probably would be better if I paired it up with a different type rather than water. Water worked out okay, but I feel like if I paired it up with a different type like Psychic or something else, it may have done a little bit better. So this deck is all about it's all about I can't think of the name. Sceptile. So Sceptile is probably the star of this deck, but there are some other cards out there that are good additions to this deck as well. I think that I think I won a couple of games with Espeon GX or Espeon EX. I can't remember which one saved the day, but it's definitely something that there were a couple of situations there where I was able to save the day, and oh man, no, that's fine though. All right, I lost one yesterday and I won one yesterday. Today we're doing 2 matches, time permitting, and I think I've only lost like 2 matches on camera, which is about, it's like 2 out of 6, I think, um, which isn't bad necessarily. It's not bad at all. So I'll definitely take it. Um, hmm. I like that Ultra Ball. I've seen this Ultra Ball, pictures of it. I've never seen it actually in the game, but it's really cool looking. Um, Something like this wouldn't necessarily bother me as a holo foil card or as like a special card because it does look pretty cool. I really don't like the basic Pokemon that have holo foils. Like there's a Spinnerack with a holo foil. I'm like, guys, come on, really? Like we don't need that. We don't need it. We don't need it. So this is going to be a very high energy accelerated deck that I'm going against. I thought that he would go ahead and use Xerneas and get all of the Pokemon out that he needed, or get all the energy out that he needed, but I guess not. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah, it's a basic energy card. I kind of knew that. Um, no. Okay. Cool. Let's go with Psychic to this one. It's not coming from my hand, so I can't use the attack. A couple of Pokemon here. Those will both be good for later on. I'm going to go ahead and play him now, just so I have something. Because I have a feeling he's going to use in and then make me switch everything out. I don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop him on my bench right now. So while we got a second here of downtime, I want to let you know that today's Thursday and tomorrow is Friday, March 3rd. Tomorrow I'll be streaming the box opening of the Nintendo Switch. I should have it tomorrow, and that episode will go up live at about 8 o'clock on Twitch. And you can find my username on Twitch right there, @l3layze. That's my username on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter for some updates regarding that specific process. So I may need to get in touch. I may need to communicate that I don't have the Switch just yet at 6 o'clock, but I should have it in my hands by 6 p.m. So definitely follow me there. Also, tomorrow I have another episode of the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online going up, and then I'm also going to be streaming some gameplay for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So now you might be asking yourself, Blaze, isn't everybody going to be streaming that? Well, yeah, but those channels I have 2 things that those channels don't have. 1, a winning personality, and 2, some killer Nintendo metal tracks that I'll be playing while I'm opening, and it's going to be a good time. I'm really excited to be able to do that tomorrow. I really can't wait. It's going to be super exciting. So definitely check out my channel tomorrow for the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online on YouTube. That'll be up by 5 p.m. 8 p.m., streaming the unboxing of the Nintendo Switch. And probably about 8:45-ish, maybe 9 o'clock, after I set up all the settings and get everything ready to go, I'm going to be playing the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for some exciting things. I'm actually really excited to be able to stream stuff now because in the past I wasn't able to do it. So I'm really excited to do it now. And I had like this really bad internet for a while, and that's the main reason I wasn't able to stream anything. But now that um, now that we're here, and I have better internet, I'm able to stream and actually get online and interact with my fans in a new way, which I'm really excited to do. I'm only at 94 subscribers right now, which is kind of low, but that's okay. I don't expect. Ooh, that sucked. I don't expect a lot of subscribers immediately, and I don't expect subscribers to pour in, but I'm gonna lose this match. This is bad. That Lysander killed me, by the way. Um, However, I am giving away one of these Zygarde, this specific Zygarde pin collection box, once I hit 100 subscribers. So if you've not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that button, subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below. There'll be some fun stuff happening. This guy's just got Lysanders like crazy, so that's very unfortunate. I think the big mistake here is I let him get his Mega Gardevoir EX powered up. That's probably the worst thing I've done on this video so far. Not the worst thing I've ever done, surprisingly, but the worst thing I've done on this video so far. I guess I can retreat because it's a fairy energy technically, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. It's not going to matter. He's just going to go ahead and evolve anyway, so if he didn't have that tool card, that would be a different story, and I wonder if there's a way for me to discard his tool cards so that when I do Miraculous Voice, it wastes his turn. But it's all good. That was a rough match. I can't really be mad at myself for that one. It was very tough to go through what I just went through. So anyway, 15 coins total. Let's go ahead and get into the next match. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than that one. I know for a fact they're not all winners, and it is what it is. Sometimes you just can't win them all. But hopefully this time I'll be able to play a little bit better of a game and make something happen a little bit. Make some better decisions maybe. Maybe I can... Ooh. Maybe I'll get some better cards. That's always nice. Spinnerack. It's looking good so far. I like where this is going so far. Fire deck. So if I can get that Vaporeon out, that might be good for me. Ooh, Shaman EX is not a very good Pokemon to start with, by the way. If that's what you have to start, it may be a difficult game. I guess we're done. There you go. It's a fire deck. I'm guessing... Okay, Volcanion. I was going to guess Typhlosion Eruption because I hate those decks. Hate them so much. I definitely want to get Vaporeon out because if I can get that extra type on Espeon, I'll be in good shape. So 80 damage plus the poison. Man, I do not like Volcanion EX. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. It's probably my top 5 most hated decks to go against. Oh, I forgot the weakness. That sucks. I was not thinking about that weakness. Not at all. So I'll go ahead and attach this energy card. We'll go ahead and get this Eevee out and get this Sceptile out too. I'm going to have to get a Spinnerack out, but I have another card I can use there, so that might be good. We'll go here, we'll go there. This isn't going to do anything, but we'll do it anyway. Do it anyway. Okay. So far so good. I'm not predicting anything right now. It's too early to call, but so far so good. Why did he have that stadium card? That's a weird stadium card to put in here. Heal all your water or electric types? You only have one water type. That's very strange. Ooh. I need to be able to attack. So there we go. I need to be able to... Well, I guess that's probably it. He's going to destroy me on the next turn, though. I know that. 80 damage. I'm really hoping for Vaporeon to make a play here. That would be great. Vaporeon would be perfect. Skyla would be perfect. Anything I can get Vaporeon out with would be perfect. I could go ahead and do 160 damage. Here's another 60 damage, though. He's going to discard an energy card. It's going to be bad. Okay. 30 is not bad. I can take 30. 30 is fine. We'll go here. We'll go ahead and evolve as well. Yeah. Go ahead and do this. Next turn's a DCE over to Espeon, and that will help as far as dealing some damage. So 70 damage, 80 damage to the Volcanion. I'm back down to 30 damage on my Espeon. So, Escape rope. Okay. I'm guessing he's going to try to get Espeon out, maybe? Espeon GX. Maybe try to use Volcanion. It shouldn't hurt me too bad. Okay. 130 damage. Oh, 160 damage. Oh, great. 100. That's 190 damage. Great. He doesn't have a Fighting Fury belt, so it's not going to kill me. But it's going to be bad. I've never wanted a Vaporeon more in my life, but I'm not going to get my wish today. Oof. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, I don't know why I'm not trying to get Spinnerack out here. That's pretty sad. Oh, why did I just do one? Oh well. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be able to do 150 damage to him, which is not enough to kill him. But it's gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt. To the point where next turn he's gonna retreat, but next turn I should be able to do some more damage. This one's still a little bit too early to tell. I can't really make a prediction on this one. I've lost 2 Pokemon already, lost 3 prize cards. It seriously could go either way. If I can just get Vaporeon out, I'll be in much better shape. Still nothing. Let's use the ability here at least and maybe get something interesting going. Okay, Psyshock for 70. Brings me to 130, 140. He might be able to do 80 damage, plus the 10 for poison. Oh. There goes Spinarak. Or Ariados, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. I'm just going to go with, oh. That's weird. I'm going to retreat. I'm going to heal him too. Although I don't even know if I should do that really. I should probably just do this. So I've got a means here to get some energy attached to some of my other Pokemon. I don't really know why I did that. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Too late now! So... I have 210 HP. This is not going to knock me out. He's weak to water. So it's very possible I can get the... well, never mind. It's not going to happen that way. Because he's a basic and he's not a stage 1 Pokemon, it's just not going to happen that way. Well, he's dead. So dead. So dead. And there's not much else I can do after that. That's very unfortunate. Okay, well, I might be able to knock him out, but... No, I can't. I've already got that. GX is gone. I mean, I'll look, but there's nothing in there. What did I do that? Oh my gosh. I just made a huge mistake. I mean, huge mistake. I can't believe I just did that. Why did I do that? Wow. I can't believe that happened. Well, I don't even have Vaporeon in this deck right now, because in the prize cards. So there you have it, folks. That is the end of the match. I suppose it's possible that I might be able to... what? Hold on. What happened there? Why did he not get put to sleep? What did I miss? Oh, I'm sorry. That's I used it totally wrong. I used the ability, not the attack, and now he's awake again. He's just gonna kill me. So, well played. That's it for today. I'm gonna open up a pack of cards. There's a losing day today, which happens from time to time. I'm not really too upset about losing so much. I'm just upset that um, I made that huge mistake. I could have knocked that Pokemon out. He was just gonna bring up this Volcanion anyway and knock me out. So, it is what it is. But it was a well-played match, I suppose, except for that huge mistake. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and get into the collection and get into the packs that I have to open up. I think I have an Evolutions, and I have a Breakthrough. I'm going to go ahead and open Evolutions tomorrow. Breakthrough is today. And what's going to be inside? Ooh. I don't know. Now I know. Oh, Holofoil Skyla. Cool. Here's a new card. This is I can't even say it. Vivillon. I don't know. Anyway, 120 HP. Energy Color is the ability. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for a basic energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon and shuffle your deck afterwards. Sleep Powder for 60 will put your opponent's active Pokemon to sleep. Skyla, search your deck for a trainer card and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck. Heavy Boots, if the retreat cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to is 3 or more, that Pokemon gets 20 extra HP and can't be confused. I just realized how useful that would be in a Mega Snorlax EX, not Mega Snorlax, in a Mega Slowbro EX deck. This card would be so useful. You'd have to evolve Slowbro without the use of a Spirit Link, but can't be confused and extra damage. Yes, sign me up. Swoobat with 90 HP, Wave Amplification. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Returning Echo does 60 more damage. And the attack Returning Echo is 60 damage. But if you flip Tails, return this Pokemon and all cards attached to it to your hand. Crazy. Judge, each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck and draws 4 cards. Chespin, 60 HP. Nosh heals 20 damage from this Pokemon. And Seed Bomb does 30 damage. Swablu with 40 HP. Bind Wound heals 20 damage from one of your Pokemon. Elgium is 50 HP. Psych Up for 10 damage during your next turn. This Pokemon's Psych Up attack does 20 more damage. Piplup is 60 HP. Wave Splash for 30 damage. And Cyndaquil with 60 HP. Tackle for 10. And Ember for 30. Discard a Fire Energy card attached to this Pokemon. That is going to do it for me today, folks. I really do appreciate you watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be back tomorrow with another exciting episode of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. And I'm also going to be streaming the opening of the Nintendo Switch and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild tomorrow at 8 p.m. Don't miss it on my Twitch channel. The username is up in the top left corner of your screen. Thanks again so much for watching, folks. I will catch you on the flippity flip.